angels. I hope you are all having a wonderful weekend. It is Saturday. I am focusing a little more on relaxing today. No makeup, as you can see. Just hanging out at home and probably going to do some reading. There's a tarot book I'm currently reading, Tarot for Life by Paul Quinn. And then I'm also reading Crazy Sexy Diet by Chris Carr. It's about going vegetarian or vegan. She's very inspirational, so it's a good book. Probably do some reading on those today. They're right down there on a little shelf. Alright, I've done all my daily tarot draws and all of that. I have them pulled up over here on my screen so that I can remember what the questions were and all of that. So first we have the Whimsical Arcane Challenge again. This is the one again with the keyword per day. So today's keyword is reason. And I drew the Six of Chalices from the Epic Tarot. Now if you look at this closely, you can see these two are fighting over a chalice, right? So the way I applied the keyword of the day to this card is relationships can have stress put on them. That's common, right? Things happen. Miscommunications or money problems can cause stress on relationships. There's so many things that can cause stresses. There is no such thing as a perfect relationship that never has an issue. So a healthy relationship, though, when an issue like this comes up, is going to be able to compromise and going to be able to see each other's point of view, communicate clearly, that sort of thing. To do that, you have to use reason, not just emotion. Because if you just use emotion, that's when things get more stressed. Because emotions can run high. Using reason instead of just emotion allows you to see the bigger picture. It allows you to see the other person's point of view. It allows the two of you to come together and make a compromise together. So that's how I applied reason to this card. Next we have the Major Challenge by Jessie Huntenberg. Today it is the Lovers. And it was just share the person you love today. Or it could be yourself, or it could be many people. So, of course, let me just not, there we go. I dropped it. For me, that would be my husband. We've been together about 7.5 years now. He has helped me to truly be myself. He has helped me to truly feel unconditional love. He's helped me through some really rough times, through really deep depression. He's been there for me through a lot, so I can't imagine life without him. I know I would be able to live without him. You know, when people say I can't live without him or her, that's not true. But my life would certainly not be as good without him. So that's what the Lovers wanted today. Next, we have my daily draw. I decided to draw from the Enchanted Map Oracle again. And the card I drew is called Magic Stream. It's a very beautiful card. I'll try to get the light glare off of it so you can see it better. I don't even know where that light's coming from. There's no lights in front of me. Alright. Beautiful card. What this card reminds us is sometimes we need to just get in this dream and let it carry us through our experiences rather than fighting against it. There's a time for fighting against it, but this card reminds us that you don't always need to fight it. Just let it carry you sometimes, and you'll find things might be a little easier that way, depending on the situation. Good reminder. Last, oh, this is a long post. This is my daily journal prompt. It was a really long post. Like, it was one of those that was. Hang on. I didn't want to yawn on you, but I had to yawn. It's, the daily journal prompt was one that is something very important to me. And it's one that I actually did answer. It's personal, but I didn't feel it was too personal to share. If you want to read the full thing, go to my Instagram. On Instagram, I am at Mystic Moon Sage. Okay? There should be a link to my Instagram in the description box as well. So, if you want to read the whole post. What I drew today for my journal prompt is the Knave of Pentacles. A little hard to see because the Gothic Tarot is a little dark. The knaves are pages in this deck. So, Page of Pentacles. The journal prompt for this card is, what would you like to manifest? What steps are you willing to take to begin planting the seeds of your goals? And what can you do to turn your dreams into reality? So, I think that's good. Those are great questions, obviously. And I wrote a ton about it. Like, it was too long for Instagram. Sorry, I had another yawn. I think I'm gonna be getting a migraine soon, and for some reason I still don't understand. Excessive yawning is one of the symptoms that I can tell you you're about to get a migraine. So it's kind of weird. It seems like when I talk, it makes the yawning happen more too. Like, if I'm just sitting here at home by myself, not really talking, except maybe when one of my cats comes by, then I won't yawn as much. But if I'm talking, it's like it triggers the yawning more and more. It's really weird. I still don't understand why that's a symptom for migraines. Yawning. Anyway. Alright. So, what would you like to manifest? Money. And I know there are going to be people that, if they hear just that, they're going to think it's superficial, Like, I want money so I can buy clothes and a nice car and, a big mansion, and that's not it at all. It's not it at all. The thing is, I have struggled with money my entire life. From the very first time I moved out on my own, because literally, I can't remember if it was the day we moved into the apartment. This was my ex. I can't remember if it was the day we moved into the apartment or like the next week. I want to say it was the next week. I got laid off from my job. And once you get behind on bills, if this has ever happened to you, it's really hard to catch up. It takes extra money to catch up. How do you catch up without extra money? So if you don't get any extra money, it's really hard to catch up. Sometimes companies will work with you, maybe like for a car loan, they might move the payment to the end for you and just extend your term by 1 month, and that can be helpful in those situations if you don't have extra money. But yeah, so that was my experience when I first moved out of my family's. When I first moved on, well, I wasn't on my own, I was with an ex, but like immediate financial hardship, just immediate. And yes, I got on unemployment, but unemployment didn't pay as much as I was making, so it was an income reduction. And we rented the apartment we rented based on the income I had, not based on it reducing. And unfortunately, that kind of stuff has just followed me all through life, and I want to take some time and really examine the patterns in my life and try to see what's really happening and if I'm doing something to contribute to it. Because so much of it seems like it's out of my control, like being laid off. In my adult life, I have been laid off from 5 jobs. 5 jobs I've been laid off from. My very first job ever, which is the one I just mentioned, I was laid off from. So I do want to do some examining of my patterns and see what I can do to fix things. Currently, the big financial issue is that I went on a short-term disability leave starting in December. My pay was cut by 60%. And you might say, well, shouldn't you have had something in savings? But last year, 2016, in total, between what we paid out and what we lost for my medical issues, was almost $5,000. I think it was like $4,800. That is paying specialists and doctors, getting medications, getting procedures, and then all the unpaid days off work. I missed so much work last year because of my migraines and then also a car accident I had. So my work gives like 18 paid days off plus like 4 or 5 floating holidays. All of that was used, and I had another 18 unpaid days on top of that. So, and it was due to my migraines. I only got sick one time. I did miss 3 days that time being sick, but otherwise the rest of the days were the migraine and then my car accident. I did miss 7 or 8 days of work for that. And my car accident, I was sitting still and got rear-ended, and it totaled my car. So I had to go through that mess too. So all in all, last year, the bulk of it, the vast majority of it, was due to my migraines, my chronic migraines. And so we ended up paying out almost $5,000. Well, not paying out because some of it was just unpaid work days that I'm including in there. So we lost almost $5,000 between what we paid out and then not being paid for days of work. So I'm sure you can see from that why money is such an issue for me. I mean, we didn't have that much in savings when the year started anyway, but if we had had $5,000 in savings, it would all be gone. So, and this year is not starting any better because I'm only getting 60% of my income while I'm on the short-term disability leave. My migraines have not improved either. We went on the leave because they were getting worse, and we had a plan for something we were trying that we thought, might really work well for my migraines, and it ended up not working at all for me. So that is why the most important thing to me to manifest is money, because I don't feel like I've been financially stable or secure for the vast majority of my adult life. There were some times, but it wasn't often. And I'll be 36 in a few weeks, so it's about 18 years of my adult life. And I don't think I've been financially stable or secure for probably at least 15 of those years. So that's why that topic is so important to me. I don't care to be rich. I don't care to have millions. That's not what I'm looking for. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, it would be nice. If I had millions, I could do so much with it. I could, give to charities and things like that, help people even more. But all I want is financial security and stability. I want to know that I can pay my bills every month, and that even if something unexpected comes up, like I need to have some sort of procedure done that's going to be $400, that we can still pay our bills. That's what I want. I just want stability and security in my finances. So the next 2 questions were, what steps are you willing to take to begin planting the seeds of your goals, and what can you do to turn your dreams into reality? So let me explain. My computer just trying to go to sleep. Hang on. There we go. Let me explain what my goal is, first of all. I started Mystic Moon readings, my online tarot business, because that is my dream. My dream is to be able to help people get through tough emotional times, heal emotionally, that sort of thing. So tarot, what I look at tarot as a tool for mainly, not predicting the future, because the future's never set in stone anyway. Even if I could do a reading on you and say, okay, and you know, a year and 2 months you're gonna get married, and then 2 years after that you're gonna have a daughter, and then like, even if I could do that much predicting with tarot, it could change at any time. Every decision we make can change the future. And sometimes just knowing what's coming changes what you're doing, and therefore changes the future. So I don't look at tarot as predicting the future at all. It's not what I use it for with my clients. It's not what I use it for myself. What I use it for is guidance. You know, maybe there's a difficult decision I'm trying to make and I'm not sure which way to go. I'll use tarot to help me see a little clearer. To heal from emotional pains. So you can do readings to see like where the hurt is coming from, what needs to heal, and things like that. You can do spreads on your shadow self, which is basically like the parts that have been sort of repressed, like past hurts, the part of you that's hurt from the past. It could even be negative aspects of yourself, you know. Maybe you went through a time period where you were lying a lot, and maybe you don't do that anymore, but that's still a part of you that you need to accept. So shadow self-work is really something I like to do because I want to help people with that. That's my main purpose for tarot: guidance and healing emotionally. I have to specify that it's not physical healing. Tarot is not going to heal a physical wound for you or cure diabetes or something. That's not a thing. It can't cure my migraines. Emotional health, though, is what it can help with. It's not a substitute for like a psychiatrist. You know, if I'm going through a heavy depression, which I haven't for quite a few years now, but if I were going through one, tarot is probably not going to pull me out of that. I may not even have a clear enough mind to do tarot then anyway, so. But anyway, that's my, sorry, I apparently need a drink. I don't have any water with me, so. That's really, though, what I use tarot for, and that's my dream, to use it with my clients for those reasons, to help you heal, to guide you, to, you know, that kind of stuff. And that's what I want. I've made a website. You should know that if you're watching my video. So that's what I'm working on. I've already taken the first steps, so. Alright, I'm going to let you go. This is definitely one of my longer daily tarot videos. Most of them will probably be like 10 minutes or less. So, alright, I am going to let you go. I wish you love and light today and every day, and I will see you next time. Bye.